Before the opening of Stockton's Atlantic City campus, the university is already poised to expand. We discussed a new addition to the Atlantic City skyline and its important impact to the city. It's all here on the next Latino Motion. Join us.
Choose to get lost in the woods to gain experience in forest management.
Choose to travel through time to understand the past.
Choose to soar to pursue a career in dance.
Stockton University offers 50 high-quality academic programs, small class sizes, and affordable tuition. Choose to match your interests and talents at one of New Jersey's nationally ranked universities.
Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is presented by Latino Motion Public Affairs Media, a New Jersey nonprofit corporation, and Stockton University. This edition of Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is brought to you by the HD Studios at the campus of Stockton University. Funding for Latino Motion is provided by Atlanticare, a member of Geisinger. Atlantic City Electric, energy for a changing world, and South Jersey Gas. Welcome to Latino Motion, a weekly interview show highlighting issues impacting New Jersey's Latino community while advancing understanding of Latino cultural heritage and contributions to our society. And here is your host, Bert Lopez.
Buenos dias and welcome to Latino Motion. Stockton University is opening its new Atlantic City campus this September and already has exceeded enrollment expectations. Joining me to discuss all the exciting news is Brian Jackson. He is the Chief Operating Officer for Stockton's Atlantic City campus. Brian, welcome to Latino Motion.
Thank you so much for having me, Bert.
So great news. We're changing the landscape of Atlantic City as you come into Atlantic City with the beautiful new buildings that are going up. Tell me a little bit about how this all came to fruition.
Sure. Well, this Gateway project has been in fruition since, I guess, around 2015 when we partnered with Atlantic City DevCo to move forward with this campus project. It's a really exciting initiative. It's a $220 million project, of which about $176 million is Stockton's portion, and the remainder includes South Jersey Industries' new corporate headquarters for South Jersey Gas. It's been a great partnership with the state, the county, South Jersey Industries, Atlantic City DevCo, Gingoli Construction, the City of Atlantic City, and Stockton. It's really one of the largest public-private partnership deals in the history of the state of New Jersey.
Let's talk about what's there. I noticed there's various buildings throughout the facilities. Are these all classrooms? Are there dorms? Tell me a little bit about the layout here.
Sure. There are 4 facilities a part of the Gateway project. One is the Academic Center, which is Stockton's central academic building, and it's 56,000 square feet. It includes classrooms, a dining area, offices, an event room space, and computer labs and the like. And that sits right on the space where the Atlantic City High School stood for over a century.
Yeah, I was just the board president when I saw that building a long time ago.
Oh, okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
We're really excited to be able to bring education back to such a beautiful location in the city of Atlantic City. And just across the street, we have our residential building. The formal address is 3701 Boardwalk. It's a 216,000 square foot facility that's going to house 533 students. There's retail space, public spaces for our students to enjoy, including 2 beautiful outdoor courtyards. It's going to be remarkable, and they're all apartment-style dwellings.
So I understand that you already exceeded expectations. I understand you're pretty full right now.
We are full. The residential building is maxed out, wow. Fully reserved. And it's a unique facility because there are all apartment-style dwellings, and it's the first time that Stockton has offered our students 12-month leases. So students can live in the city all year round as opposed to the more traditional 9-month lease.
This is unique to New Jersey?
It's not necessarily unique to New Jersey, but it's certainly unique to Stockton. We've never offered this before. But opening in Atlantic City, we saw this as an opportunity for our students who have internships, who often seek employment during the summertime, or want to live by the shore. an opportunity to do that in a very affordable way. So it's a benefit to the students, and really it's going to be a benefit to the businesses in Atlantic City.
Are you finding that many of the students that are coming are local or they're from out of town? What's the makeup?
In terms of our student makeup, we're seeing more of our students coming from the northern part of the state.
Nice.
A couple of years ago, we hired a recruiter in our enrollment management area to focus solely on recruiting students from the northern part of the state. So because we're seeing larger numbers of students coming from North Jersey, they require housing, as opposed to maybe some of our local students who might be commuting to Stockton.
And of course, the beach was a big attraction, I'm sure.
The beach is a huge attraction.
Thank you so much. I still got a lot more to cover in this game changer for Atlantic City. We want to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion. Welcome back to Latino Motion. Rolling out the red carpet, the city of Atlantic City recently created a university district. Joining me is Brian Jackson to discuss what this means. Brian, I guess this is great news for you. I know something you've been working on for a very long time, but what does it mean?
Yes, Bert, we're really excited about the establishment of this university district. It's an initiative that the university's been working on for about a year now, working in conjunction with the CRDA as well as the City of Atlantic City. And essentially what we've tried to do is to designate a geographic area in and around where the Stockton Atlantic City campus is located. So the boundaries of the district run from West End Avenue to the Boardwalk, and then from Dover Avenue to Sovereign Avenue. The purpose of the university district is to try to generate more economic development within the parameters of that district. So it impacts the commercial districts which exist within the parameters of the district. And what we asked the city to do, as well as the CRDA, because there are some tourism districts and other areas that are under the auspices of the CRDA, what we asked both of those entities to do was to allow us to add additional zoning usages to the commercial districts within the parameters of the university district.
So what does that mean for the residential areas around the university and around that district?
Well, it does not impact the residential communities at all. It's solely focused on the commercial districts. For instance, if you live in that area, if you're driving into Atlantic City along West End Avenue, which turns into Albany Avenue, that's currently zoned as a highway district area. So there are only certain types of businesses that are allowed or zoned along that area. This university district, which is really an overlay, it doesn't change what is currently zoned. So it doesn't impact negatively any businesses which currently exist.
Does it open up additional opportunities?
It opens up additional opportunities for
example.
different types of businesses. So along Albany Avenue, for instance, it's currently not zoned for art galleries or clay studios or educational usages, things of that nature that can really enhance the university, but also enhance the experiences of residences that are living within the university district.
And this is all elevating, certainly the neighborhood, elevating the status of those folks that are living in that area.
Absolutely.
The city obviously pushed very hard to get Stockton into the city. And what are the ripple effects that you think this is providing for the city?
Well, we're starting to see some of that now. Some of the immediate impact will be having over 500 students living in Atlantic City. So they're going to be shopping at the Boom Market, which is on the other side of O'Donnell Park. And we take students and parents through there as part of our tours so they can see that there are fresh produce and meats and all of the essentials that students will require living in apartments in our complex. Not to mention the hundreds of employees that are coming in from Stockton as well as South Jersey Gas. So that's the immediate impact.
You can see the benefit within the Latino community, a big Latino community, businesses there, Mexico restaurant, and the Boom Market that you mentioned.
Of course.
All very excited. We want to continue this discussion. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion.
Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is presented by Latino Motion Public Affairs Media, a New Jersey nonprofit corporation. Join us online at www.latinomotion.tv. Find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We encourage your comments and contributions for show topics.
Welcome back to Latino Motion. Joining me again is Brian Jackson as we discuss additional future plans for the Atlanta City campus. And Brian, you indicated you maxed out already, haven't opened yet, not till September the 5th, and yet here you are maxed out in terms of enrollment, but you're still already talking about the future. What are the plans?
Yeah, we've been talking about the future growth of the university for a number of years now, leading up to the opening of the Atlantic City campus. But we are nearing the point in which we will max out in developable land on the campus in Galloway. So we're looking at Atlantic City as a major feeder for future growth for the university.
So what's the expectation in terms of the number of enrollments that you're looking to secure for the university?
Well, the university has set the year 2020 to grow to 10,000 students, and we're currently at about 9,500 students now. We see Atlantic City as an opportunity to grow to several thousands of students. It could eventually be 4,000 or 5,000 students. So
in addition to the footprint that encompasses the university district, are you looking elsewhere? We are. Our board of trustees met in closed session to discuss the possibility of purchasing additional property near the campus, specifically the former Atlantic Club property in Atlantic City. Another ideal location, certainly right there. This has really meant a lot to Atlanta City, and we mentioned in the last segment how this is had the ripple effect for other businesses. What other opportunities do you think as far as career development for folks that are already employed the city campus will have? What's great about having this campus in Atlantic City, and we're not the first, Atlantic Cape has been a strong foothold and an anchor institution in Atlantic City, and the state has designated Stockton as an anchor institution as well. And part of that designation is really utilizing our resources, our talents, and our ability to be innovative to impact the community in which we exist in a positive way. So in terms of working closely with the major employers in the city, we're looking to expand our internship opportunities for our students and job placement opportunities. We're doing workforce development work in our Carnegie Center. We're looking at expanding opportunities and more partnerships with the schools in Atlantic City. Our teacher ed students are already teaching, doing their practicums in all of the public schools in Atlantic City. We're doing a lot of other community engagement work, and we expect to expand that in a significant way. One of the big things you mentioned is that relationship with the school district, and obviously there's a lot of need to get our youth prepared. And do you see the university playing a bigger role in the Board of Education in terms of improving those outcomes? I do see an opportunity for us to strengthen those relationships. Our Dean of the School of Ed already works very closely with the superintendent of schools for Atlantic City, who happens to be a Stockton graduate as well. So yeah, we're always looking at ways in which we can really support what the local school district is doing to help more of those kids get funneled through a 4-year education and get their degrees and get employed. That's the ticket. Yeah. Thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion. Welcome back to Latino Motion. Joining me again is Brian Jackson as we discuss more about the Atlanta City campus. And one of the things I want to talk about is the offerings. You got this beautiful new campus. Tell me a little more about the offerings that are going to be offered at these facilities. Sure. We are really excited about the course offerings for this fall. And I have to really commend our Division of Academic Affairs, our provost, and the Associate VP, Michelle McDonald, who sort of steered the ship to galvanize our faculty to really embrace the new campus, and the faculty really have embraced it in a significant way. We have close to 120 courses that are being offered this fall alone, including a few graduate programs rather, that are going to be fully housed in the Atlantic City campus.
are a master's degree in social work, we have a master's degree in education, and a doctorate program, our EDD, in organizational leadership. They will all be housed completely at the Atlantic City campus.
Oh, and even if, I know for certain degrees that you could take courses in the main campus and still take courses in the city. Is
Yes.
there transportation for those?
Absolutely. In terms of our baccalaureate or undergraduate degree programs, no single program will be housed completely in Atlantic City. However, there's going to be a wealth of course offerings, everything from business and hospitality to social work, criminal justice, education, and the like. And we also are offering a number of general ed courses. So students who are incoming freshmen up to seniors will be able to take courses in Atlantic City. And for those people who may be living off the island and want to come in and take courses, we will have a shuttle service that will be operating between the Galloway and Atlantic City campus.
Now, obviously, enrollment is still open for this fall semester. How has been the response? And you mentioned that you already got the campus full as far as the occupancy.
Yes.
The course is full right now.
There's still some seats available in some of the classes. However, there is still an opportunity for students to register for courses in Atlantic City. But for those that are living in Atlantic City, they don't have to take courses in order to live in Atlantic City. So it's really open to any students who see a course that interests them, that fits within their schedule. We encourage them to come and experience Atlantic City. And the courses themselves are being taught primarily, a majority of them are being taught by full-time tenured faculty. And that's one of the unique aspects of Stockton, that we have such a high percentage of courses that are taught by full-time tenured faculty.
So I guess you're not having any difficulties in terms of recruiting the professors and the educators to offer these classes.
I really commend our faculty. They have stepped up to the plate in a significant way. We have quite a few faculty who even have their full-time offices in Atlantic City. So it's beyond our wildest expectations. And we're just really, really excited about classes when they start on September 5th.
Well, it sounds like you really are very well prepared, and certainly there's a lot to offer. We want to talk a little bit more about the opening in September. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion. Welcome back to Latino Motion. And once again with Brian Jackson as we continue to discuss more about the Atlantic City campus. And you had the big opening coming up. Tell me about that.
Yes, we do. Really excited, as you can imagine. This is 2 years in the making. So students who are living in Atlantic City will begin moving in on August 30th, all 533 students. Wow. So we're very excited about that. And classes will begin on September 5th. So we'll be up and running by the 5th. Students will be really coming in and out of the city in a significant way, and hopefully really impacting in a positive way the businesses and the community as a whole.
You have a grand opening, or ribbon cutting rather, on September the 20th. Where's that taking place?
Yes, that'll be a big day for Stockton. On September 20th, we will have our formal ribbon cutting ceremony. The governor will be here to speak, and a number of other state and local officials will be participating in that ceremony. The ceremony will be on the boardwalk at Albany Avenue, right in front of the new residential building, 3701 Boardwalk. So we'll have the ceremony, and then we will have self-guided tours of the academic center and the first floor of the residential building. We'll have our staff on hand to assist people as needed, and there'll be refreshments. It's going to be a great day.
All those 500 students will be a big boost to the city. Tell me more about the local participation with local suppliers and businesses.
Sure.
In the college.
Sure. Where we're able to do so, we certainly look to utilize local businesses for vendors for the campus. One of the initiatives that we're doing in Atlantic City that we currently do in Galloway is called the Osprey Dollars program. And essentially what it is it allows students, faculty, and staff to utilize their ID cards, their student ID cards or staff ID cards as a debit card. And they can utilize that in local businesses. We have a couple of dozen or so businesses in and around the Galloway campus that participate in that program, and it's been pretty successful. I mean, this year alone, over $330,000 was used primarily by students, but faculty and staff as well, in businesses that participated and signed up. So we're looking.
We expect that the Mexico restaurant and the Boom Market would be part of that, those Latino businesses.
We're reaching out to local businesses in and around the campus to invite them to register, like the Boom Market, or even businesses, at the outlets, things of that nature. We're reaching out to a wide variety of businesses to invite them to participate.
And one final question, which is always an issue, security.
Yes. Security, of course, is always an issue, not just in Atlantic City, but on our main campus as well. We do have a police that operate on our main campus, and we will be extending our Stockton police to the Atlantic City campus. But one of the things that we're doing for the first time this year is we have contracted with Allied Security, which is one of the largest security firms in the United States. They are going to be supplementing our police officers with trained security officers. So they will be stationed at our campus in Atlantic City as well as in Galloway. And we will have security 24 hours a day.
You're very well prepared, and I look forward to seeing you on September the 20th for the ribbon cutting. Lots of success. Thank you for sharing this information with our audience.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us at home once again here on Latino Motion.
Choose to get your feet wet, to learn more about protecting our environment.
Choose to read minds, to understand the human brain.
Choose to get your hands dirty, to create a masterpiece.
Stockton University offers 50 high-quality academic programs, small class sizes, and affordable tuition. Choose to match your interests and talents at one of New Jersey's nationally ranked universities.
Funding for Latino Motion is provided by Atlanticare, a member of Geisinger. Atlantic City Electric, energy for a changing world. And South Jersey Gas.